polala, 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 yeah. She want fuck, she want do me banana, polala, yeah.
So they want me to fall down, fall, fall, fall. So they want me to fall down, fall, fall, fall. Yeah, I don't need fall, I don't need fall, I don't need fall, I don't need fall, I don't need fall. Me, I don't need fall, 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 I don't need fall. Yeah, but they don't like me, they don't like me, they don't want me. Many men just be creepy, they be creepy. Me, I be flexing. My best are automatic, though. Don't give a fuck what they say, got me, All I do is mathematics, calculate them to the writing, So they want me to fall down, fall, fall. Fall, so they want me to fall down. Fall, fall, fall. If I fall, I go stand, like a man, many, they don't understand. My crystal fire magic, don't give a fuck what they say about me, All I do is mathematics, calculate them to the writing, So they want me to fall down. Fall, fall, fall. So they want me to fall down. Fall, fall, fall. Yeah, I don't need fall, 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 I don't need fall. Me, I don't need fall, 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 I don't need fall. God don't bless me, where I go disgrace, 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 where I go disgrace. I let my lesson, I don't pay the price, 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 I don't pay the price. So they want me to fall down. They want me, they want me, they want me. They want me, they want me. So they want me to fall down. They want me, they want me, they want me. Fall. They want me, they want me, they want me. So they want me, 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 they want me.
Hey! Fuck! Hey! Go listen to me! Yeah, shut up. Come! Papa. Somebody will die today, it can't happen to. Somebody will die today, it can't happen to. Somebody will die today.
Okay, welcome to Groove. This is Blitz. Talking Point. Sorry, we continue to talk about Groove. We're no longer on Groove. Yeah, so we are happy to be here today. We have some great, interesting things to talk about. We're going to talk about. We now know that JMB is now in a position, or is now willing to go and use his office at the executive mansion. Our information is that he will be running the government from his home, and uh, you know, he's not going to be able to go to the office. If it is either because of the incident recently, or is it because the excuse they're trying to give, and I'll tell you, they have not given that kind of excuse yet, but you will definitely hear that excuse is that you're trying to refurbish the executive mansion, presidential office. I don't know how you're going to refurbish that, but it doesn't make sense to me because George Weah was using the office. So is George Weah refurbished the executive mansion and he's using the offices. So I don't know how JMB is not going to be able to use the office, but I can tell you that our information is that JMB is not going to be able to use. He's not going to go to work. He's going to run the government from his home at this time. For me, it's not a good news, but we like people say always say Gela gave you chance. I'm not a fan of give chance. I'm not a fan of give chance. I don't know what give chances in the first place. When you say let's give them chance, because if you give anybody chance and they get used to it in management, those of you who did management, you know that if you get on the job, the first thing you do is you start taking austerity measure right away. Start taking decision right away. Decision, 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 decision. And then you get yourself situated. Then you summer down. And then everybody knows exactly where you stand on administrative issues. But if you go in there and wait and let people to do their own thing, and then later on you want to make corrections, you're definitely not going to get there because these people are now entrenched in their positions. And whenever you try to make the correction, they'll say, "Oh, he's trying to go against me, or he doesn't like me, or he's against me." And that's the kind of mentality people will make. So we usually tell people, thank you very much, Marcos. If you are a Christian, you say, how can you appear Facebook users say this is Christian wishing you all the best, sir? All right. So if you wait until the people are entrenched in their positions, you definitely not going to get them. This is why when new government take over, we begin to point out their errors right away. So I'm going to have Mr. Sheku Kroman. He's in the studio in Morovia, and I'm going to send the link to him right now. Mr. Kroman is going to join me. We are going to discuss. Yesterday, I couldn't come on. I was driving long distance. I drove long distance yesterday from Bismarck to, from Bismarck to Fargo. And by the time I reached here, it's unfortunate though, it was already late. So I decided not to continue. I told Sekou that we can host the show today. So, but we are going to be here. But stay around. The other thing we're going to be talking about, got a lot of issues to talk about today, trust me. I'm expecting Mr. Anthony Gate and our own man Isaac Jackson is supposed to be here. I'm going to send him the link as well. So once they come, we all will be discussing that. But interestingly, let me just tell you some of the things are happening right now. The new appointment, we're going to be looking at a new appointment very closely. And surprisingly, the appointment seems to be just as I thought they were going to do. It's just unfortunate. The appointment is just as I thought. New wine in old bottle. New wine in old bottle. That's exactly what I expected. I knew that they were going to use recycled politicians. And exactly what I thought is what happened. But we're going to look at the list itself, the people who have been appointed so far. We want to see who are they, what did they bring to the table? Yeah, we want to know what did they bring to the table. So we're going to look at them. I got a list of people who were appointed. Don't go away. We're going to go through the list one by one. You'll be shocked to hear other people's name. But recently, let me ask you a question. Recently, the whole Unity Party was against Fanatic Kofa. In fact, some members of the Unity Party said that Fonati Kofa was providing legal service, his law firm was providing legal services for George Weah. And so it was a huge political rotten that they were whipping Fonati Kofa with. But guess what? Somebody from Fonati Kofa office is going to be your justice minister. Somebody from his law firm is going to be your justice minister. We're going to get there. We're going to get. I don't even know how these people they can't even disappoint you. They can't even disappoint you. They know exactly what they're doing, and when you can just predict Liberian government, any Liberian government that come into place, you can just predict their action, and you will see exactly who they are, what they are, and how they are running the government. It's so easy to predict them. But I will have Kroma to come on here. Anthony Gay is supposed to be here. I think he should be. He told me he was going to be here on, I don't know, today or tomorrow. But if he's not working today, he's going to be here. So I'm going to see. I'm going to play one more song, and I'm going to bring on Mr. Kroma. Yeah, thank you very much, Benjamin Brooks. I think Mr. Kroma should be, Shegu Kroma should be aware. And Mr. Brooks, you can also come on. I'll put the link in the Blake Talk chat room, so you can come on if you are close to the computer. If you are in the studio area there, you can just go ahead and get yourself in here. So that would be great. All right, and then Mr. Kruma, Shiku Kruma, I'm here already. So we got something. Let me post something on the screen. Let me post something on the screen for you guys to see. One of Joseph Boakai's supporter. Eh? God, this is really interesting. Our country, look, Jeremy, if you want to know, just predict the government, you will get it. These people are not hard to predict at all. So George Calando wrote something, and we should be an interesting discussion today. I don't like George Kano as an individual because he fought all kinds of stories about him, controversy, involvement in stuff, accused of killing people, whether it's true or not. I have no idea. I've never investigated his activities for me to know whether he's a bad person, but too many things are named to him. Too many things are said about him, his involvement into extra governmental activities, that he aligned with certain government officials and even early. And people say a lot of stuff about him, responsible for luring somebody into some bad circumstances. But he wrote something that is very, 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 very interesting, and I wanted to share that. I wanted to share that here. So let me see if I can share that here. Oh my God. I don't know. Why is it I don't know how to put the pictures up? What's wrong with me now? I don't know how to put the pictures up again. I don't know. Okay, let me see. Extra camera. No, not extra. So I will have Sheku to come here and put the pictures up. Okay, I think I can do this. All right. Let me see. Yeah. Let me see. There are some pictures here I want to put up for you guys that I have, and I need to put them up so you can see because they are very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. So George Calando wrote a very interesting post. I don't know why is it that I can. Okay, I will try my best to do. Let me see here. I'm waiting for Sheku, and Sheku will put them up. we will have Sheku to put them up. So if I just I have to do this. I need to do this. Otherwise, you guys you need to see some of the things I'm talking about. So it doesn't just be me who is doing it or who is telling you about it. I want you to see it for yourself. And the guy wrote a very interesting post that I want to show you. Very interesting post. Okay? Very interesting post. Let me see if I can share the screen from here and then I can get that. Yes. Okay. I'm on the air right now, so I can't take any call. Okay, there you go. There you go. Okay, so here is it. Here is the post I was talking about. All right. Here is the post I'm talking about. So if you look at this post, let me put it on the screen for all of you to see. This is just a teaser, all right? It's just a teaser of what we are going to be discussing. So George Kalandosian wrote and says, where did we go wrong with the news circulating that Councillor Jonathan Massacre, head of Speaker Fonati Kofa's law firm, International Law Group, is the incoming Minister of Justice? Really, President Boakai? Really? So, but he's not lying. But just after he made that speculation, the government came up with the release of the nominees, and I have the nominees here. I'm going to share that myself. So let me put that up here, and then you guys will see that new appointee or nominees. Very interesting country. Very interesting country, people. Very interesting country. I don't even know whether we envisage any change at all in our activities. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think Liberians. Every time we don't seem to know. We don't seem to know that we need some changes. It's the problem we have in our country. The problem we have in our country. People do the same thing all the time. All the time, they do the same thing. Even Boakai, if you, I can show you the nomination that he made, so you can know who are going to what position, to see whether not Jonathan, but George Kalando is right or not. I'm going to show you right now. This is very interesting. So if we go, let me share that screen. Okay, I will bring Seku on right away. Welcome, Seku. So let me share that.
Thank you very much. This time, I like to say good evening from my end.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what's going on with the system tonight. Most especially the internet is very slow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what happening. Apparently, it's from the head office. It started this morning.
Okay.
And I had to broadcast from my phone.
We need to check with them because they told us that this thing was unlimited.
Oh, it's actually after I got through broadcasting, and later on it became very fast. Up to the evening when LEC went, we just got it on. It's becoming very slow.
You don't think it's because of maybe the traffic? It depends. In the morning, there's a lot of traffic. In the evening, there's a lot of traffic. And then time like this, the traffic is not too strong. So we are hoping that it's going to go well. But Shegu, I was just talking about.
I'm sure it's going to be.
I was just talking about. I'm just trying that logo there. I just try to do. It was an animation logo. I was trying to just put up there, so don't worry about it. It was animation, and I put it there, and the animation stopped. I don't know why. That lights would be blinking and turning around. You had a police light. Then I put it there. Now it doesn't want to do it. But Shegu, on a serious note, these are the latest appointments. These are the latest appointments. Let me go to the appointments. Let me go to the appointments that we have here.
Wow.
Let me go to the appointment that we have here. So we have these appointments, Shegu. Today, yesterday, a release was issued, and Army Mother, the former, hey God, Jesus Christ, Army Mother, the former chairman of the Unity Party, is now the Minister of Commerce. So, and also interestingly, they brought back A.B. Kroman, the former police, deputy police commissioner or inspector general, the former police inspector. He is now the director of the Liberia Drug and Enforcement Agency. Interestingly, okay, I think Shegu is having issue with his computer.
No. I got not connected to my computer actually.
Oh, but I hear all that thing happening.
Okay, I think I saw the problem. It has been settled already. Yeah.
Okay. So now, interestingly, the people have been beating on Fanatic Kofa and his law firm. That his law firm was representing George Weah, and so it's a conflict of interest. But Joseph Boakai just appointed the head of Fanatic Kofa's law firm, Mr. Jonathan Massacre, as the Justice Minister Designate of the Republic of Liberia. Also, we have Sarah Beslow, Yanti. Oh, they didn't put Yanti there, boy. They just say Sarah Beslow. She is the new foreign minister. And we have Dobo Jala as the commissioner for Liberia Revenue Authority. I don't know Dobo Jala for true. To be honest, I don't know him in person. I've heard about his name, but I don't know him in person. But Army Mother, Minister of Commerce, Jonathan Massacre, Justice Minister.
Army Mother was the former chairman of the Unity Party.
Party.
More precise, this identical listing now that just came up. It came up previously when people said during the campaign time.
Yes, it was not true.
Amin Modani came up as the commerce minister if Unity Party will win this election. And for me, looking at the name Amin Moda isn't a surprise, absolutely, because during the campaign period, the name surfaces that time.
So why did they deny at the time? They said the list was fake. And almost everybody that the people almost mentioned, they are coming up to be the very nominee that Joseph Boakai is putting out. So why were they denying that? Or were they trying to hide it from the Liberian people so they cannot scrutinize them or have issue with it? You know, I mean, Mother name came out a long time.
Ever since, for the same very position, the commerce minister. So for me, it's not a surprise for Amin Moda need to come up. And when I went through the other listing that were done on the 22nd, I saw 5 persons who were appointed by the president, and to this name too, we saw like a 5 person also being appointed by the president. Amin Moda is not a surprise, absolutely. A.B. Kruma, the director for the LDEA, is a little bit surprised. It's a little bit surprised because people previously thought that he was going as the Inspector General of the Republic of Liberia.
Yes, that's what the speculation was. But in any case, he is still appointed.
He is appointed.
Yes.
And with what he did in the traffic over the time, he will probably deliver positively. So for this appointment, there are Liberians right now who are actually jubilating in street corners for his appointment as the DEA director of the Republic of Liberia. If the Senate confirm him, and looking at the past record, he might do something positively for this country if he's given the chance to do so. Now let's come to Jonathan Massacre.
Yeah, go ahead. Jonathan Massacre.
Let's come to Jonathan Massacre. The moment Jonathan Massacre just was, news officers today from various social media corners, people started saying that this is a complete collabo with government of inclusion from the side of the CDC, because he is the head for the law firm of the Speaker for Nati Kofa right now. He is the head of that law firm. Now, you have the Speaker, the Deputy Speaker as seditious, and you have the Justice Minister coming from the CDC law firm, the CDC Speaker law firm. Some are saying that he's only in the law firm, but he is not a sedition. He is a unity partisan. In fact, there were some guys where we were today, they were also having that issues, discussing it. And then said, look, this guy being appointed by the president as justice minister, that shows that the president is willing to incorporate some seditions on the ministerial level. I don't know how you look at that. I don't know how other Liberians will look at that. But another person said, no, he used to align himself with the CDC. But to have given that kind of very important job in the country, he's not a sedition.
The problem I have with that appointment is from the beginning, the Unity Party people, including Joseph Boakai supporters, they were saying that Fonati Kofa law firm was collaborating or was serving as the legal arm or the legal counsel for Nokal and for George Weah and for other companies, and they said it was wrong for Fonati Kofa to be in government and his law firm or lawyers from his law firm represent people in government. So what is it going to be now? The same law firm that you criticize that people from the law firm cannot represent government entities, cannot be a conflict of interest, but you go back to the same place and take the man who is even running the law firm for Fonati Kofa and make him the justice minister. How is it not going to be a conflict of interest further? How can we not say it's going to be a conflict of interest? Or once you appoint Jonathan Massacre, then the issue of conflict of interest is erased. But when Fonati Kofa is elected and he claimed that he was no longer head of the law firm, he's in the house, and the law firm is representing Nokal and other institutions of government providing legal services. You said this is conflict of interest. How can Fonati Kofa be speaker and his law firm and lawyers are representing government entities? So what happened now? What happened now when you take the man who is heading, he not even resigned, he is heading the law firm, and he is now justice minister. So there's no more conflict of interest, or is it the same thing we've been talking about? They talk from one side of their mouth and talk from the other side of their mouth. They say one thing and do different thing completely.
Yeah. A lot of people will agree with you, but blind loyalists will not agree with you. Why? Because when it's in their interest, it's okay. When it is not in their interest, that's the worst thing that they would have done ever in politics in our country. So let's look at the issue quickly with the president working from home.
Yes.
Yesterday, they said George Weah goes to what's the place name?
France. Jamaica Resort.
Jamaica Resort.
Yeah.
We will go there and take kush, and then he will not be able to go to the office to work, and he will have to go home to work from his office. The day of the inauguration, our president almost fell off.
Almost.
The
president almost fell off.
Our international word. In some of the videos, our presently, we noticed that he was receiving chicle from his wife to be able to keep him up.
Oh my God, these people are swearing.
If it was George Weah who were receiving the chicle, they would have said they now pour kush inside that particular chicle so that he can take it and get high. But you won't hear them talking about it. They will go in defense of it because it is in their favor and they need to make it to look very, very okay. President Boakai is the president for Liberia. If we all find, or the Liberian people find that there are issues that is not right, and they try to raise it up, let the people raise the issue up. I think you brought, God, you brought the video. He's particularly from the first lady of the Republic of Liberia, Katumu Boakai. But they won't see that. No. When you say it, they say, oh, you know, this, that, but they wouldn't see it at all. That it's wrong.
Let's watch and see.
Look at
that. Look at that. Watch. Put it in your hand. Put it in the man's hand. Put it in the hand. Look at it. He took it from her mouth. Put it in. But first of all, look at her. She's looking around. She's jabbing it first. She was jabbing it first. Just watch. She's looking around to see who looking at her. She tried to pull her hand there. She bring it down back. She take the chicken from her hand, push the man for a little bit, shove it in your hand, and turn her face.
Oh my God.
Oh man, what kind of government, what kind of president would
they will not see it.
Wow.
They will not see it. They will come to defend. They will come to talk about it. They will come to defend it. They will not see it. So the same thing yesterday that a lot of the people said that the government was doing, they were not okay with it. You will experience a lot of these things in this government. But for the sake of peace, for the sake of our country,
a lot of people didn't see the video where the president nearly fell. I am thinking of showing that video so that they will see what really happened. You know, George Weah was like scared. If you look at George Weah very carefully in that video, George Weah was very, very scared. George was very, 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 very scared. So I mean, let's look at the video. For those of you who have not seen the video, we want you to have an idea of what we are talking about. So let's put the video up there so you can see what we're talking about. This is the video, and I'm going to play that video for you. It's a very short video when Joseph Boakai fell. So let's first of all see what happened, and then we'll talk about it later. So the president is giving his speech. President is giving his speech. Oh, I think the audio is not there. Let's go back there. President is giving us his speech. Now you realize, look at his body language. The left hand, he put the left hand. You can't see the right thing. He left on his hair, you can't see. He try to see whether he can open your eye to see the right thing. And you see the security coming there. They try to help him to show him the paperwork, the speech, and try to position it. But now he can't even do it. He can't make it. So they have to signal for security to come and stand by just in case. Unfortunately, the portion of the video where the old man was going down, we don't have it. But you see how Joshua is behaving like he's really scared what's going to happen to this old man. And at the end of the day, you will realize that Mr. Boakai or Omer Boakai or President Boakai was already surrounded by a group of people, and Georgia is still looking. He's still looking there, very scared, trying to discuss with his wife what's going on, trying to speak to the people. I think he's talking about water. I think you're talking about water like that, but I don't know exactly what he wants. I don't know what he's trying to say, like a spray or something. Now Joseph Boakai is stepping down, and they are fanning him. They are fanning him. But here is the thing I want to talk about, Sebu. This is the thing I want to talk about. The reason I brought this video, Shegu, is the people, they are blaming the speechwriter. They are blaming the speechwriter. They say the speech is so long. I put the speech in Microsoft Word. According to the Unity Party people, the speech was 24 pages, but it was enlarging. It was 28. So they put the point to 28. If you reduce it to 12 points, it's going to be 14 pages. 14 pages, I think it's still long for a speech. But Joseph Boakai is not a baby. When Joshua used to tell people, he said, y'all made a speech too long. Y'all cut the speech down. They say Joshua, he dog. Why he must say, they must cut the speech down. Now, Joseph Boakai is supposed to read a speech that is 14 pages long at 12 points, and 28 points is about 24 pages long. Now, that's number one. They blame the speechwriter that the speech was too long. Why didn't Joseph Boakai say you cut the speech down? That's number one. Number two, they also said the Omer had on the country cloth shirt, and the shirt is long sleeve. Then they put a hat, they take hat on your head. But not only that, they put bulletproof, according to them, I didn't see the bulletproof. They said they put bulletproof on him. Who want to kill Joseph Boakai at this point? For which they
Who want to kill him?
Who want to kill the man? Why you put bulletproof on the man?
Who want to kill Joseph Nyoma Boakai, the president of the Republic of Liberia?
Nobody want to take that trouble, my brother. Nobody want to take that trouble.
Besides that, the number that Joseph Boakai, the president, won within this country is a narrowing.
Very narrow, yeah.
Narrowing. In 1985, when Samuel Canyon Doe rigged the election from Jackson F. Doe, that was a huge. In 1997, when Charles Gange Taylor won,
that was a huge number.
That was a huge number. In 2005, you and myself know that Ellen Johnson Sirleaf did not secure the 50%,
right,
in the first round. In fact, the CDC won the first round. When they went to the second round, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf took the glory at the end of the day. But people knew exactly that Ellen didn't win that election, but George Weah was not too mature to have turned the country over to him, a country that just came from war. In 2011, CDC the first round of the election, but they did not win it 50% plus one. They decided to go for second round. They played the game. Winston Chapman then all played that game.
And they would.
And they called for a boycott.
Yes.
Yeah, they said they were boycotting. If you want to boycott as a major opposition political party, You boycott from the beginning, not at this particular. So what happened? They took the glory. In 2017, we saw what happened. The CDC won the first round. They went to the second round. CDC won the second round. That was clear. In the first round of this election,
it was a huge margin.
Huge number.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In the first round of this election, it was competitive. Very much competitive. The second round we went to, listen, NEC says 17,000 votes. A 17,000 vote, George Weah can secure from Grand G, River G, some kind of way that they go to code, what they encode, they do what they can do back the way and get that number. They could get it.
They could have gotten it. And you raised a very good point. If George Weah wanted to cheat,
he would have cheated. He would have cheated. Because listen, let me say something to you. Reliable information from a source, the NEC board should have given the result at 4 o'clock. There was a delay in that result. The final result did not come at 4. Why that final result did not come at 4? Because there was a delay waiting for the president, George Weah, the former president, to have said agree or not. From reliable source from inside CDC, you have Jefferson Koji, you have other party hierarchies, all on the ground begging George Weah. You know, they did it to all 2005, they did it to all 2011. We all can get to. George Weah said to them, I gave you everything you requested to run campaign. At the point where the people secure their lay vote, I'm going to go and tell them, say, no, release the result. So the result came very late. So if we have said, no, I agree, these are discrepancies, let's go there. There will be riot, but don't forget to know that the president controls the security sector. So it's going to be like Charles Taylor, I would say, if you know your man, born you go. If you know your man, born you go, get in the street. Who are you when you see green men? When you see police? When you see this, when you see that? That would have been chaotic in our country. So, the country is so peaceful. Why are you using bulletproof jacket? Who can kill you?
What? I don't even understand. I don't know if the people are trying to look for excuse.
And I heard Brandy Samuka say, y'all put your camera on and off. Y'all put your camera on and off.
Yeah.
What kind of
because the woman was going down. They didn't want to. Look, this was a big disgrace. This was a big disgrace. We feel it. We know that the president of our country, we know if he's sick and he's going down, we all feel for him. But we said this from the beginning. We didn't hide it from people. We said the person you want to elect is not fit. Look, I would like to suggest at this point in time that Joseph Boakai should retire and put Jeremiah Kuhn there to save us additional headache, to save us additional problem. Put Jeremiah Kuhn there, resign, say, my people, I wanted to get to this election part. Now I'm president, but I'm old now. Let Jeremiah Kuhn continue, and I will phase out and be advancing from the background. Because we don't want another situation where the president will go, we've got January so be coming, he will go to the national legislature to give his annual message instead of the nation.
That's on Monday. Oh, this coming Monday, the president is supposed to be appearing before the legislature.
Yes.
Give his state of nation address. That's what the Constitution says.
It's all big.
And the president don't have a seat.
So is he going
the president don't have a seat in the legislature. He will stand to give his speech.
Oh yeah, and that's a problem. That's a problem. That's what I'm trying to say. Because when he goes there, he's supposed to stand behind the podium, or they're going to give him a seat to sit down, or they're going to write 2 pages and give it to him to speak on the State of the Nation address. What are they? Why is he going to speak on? How is he going to speak? How is he going to dress this time? Is he going to dress in coat? Is he going to dress in just shirt, little light shirt? or he got his own kind of African clothes like George had propos, those light clothes and put it on, no bulletproof vest. Is that what they're going to do now? Now, the reason why they are having this problem is because they continue to pretend to the Liberian people that the old man was well. Yes, you have told the Liberian
They wanted
people,
to prove a point.
They want to prove a point. The old man is well. The old man is well. The man is fit. The man is healthy. How can you tell the Liberian people now that the man is healthy? This is the problem. This is the very beginning of the problem. And because they have said it, and they made the Liberian people to cast their vote for it, if they have said, oh, the old man not well, the Liberian people will not look at, or somebody who is not well to elect the person.
No. Don't forget to know. Don't forget to know, Mr. Jeru, that Joseph Numa Boakai was the only force that the Unity Party had.
The only person available to carry the Unity Party torch.
Yeah. Not just the Unity Party torch. There were some irresponsible behaviors of seditions. Most of the people who voted for the Unity Party leader today, which have become the leader of all Liberians, were disenchanted, frustrated seditionists. The very seditionists who started running campaign from 2005 for CDC, who went with their own clothes, their own shirt, and said, your CDC only, don't give up these shirts, their right CDC only. The same people who got in the street in 2011. But when those people took power, they barricaded George Weah and make him to look like a demigod. George Weah himself was not the kind of person who was very proud. He brought the presidency down to the level of every single Liberian. But because of greed, what did they do? They blocked this point and they blocked this point. Gibson Jeru can go and meet the president because they feel that if Gibson Jeru meet the president, definitely the president will listen to Gibson and he will take some pieces of advice. So they block. People like Jefferson Koji blocked. You find, what do you call him? Nathaniel Mandel, they were all blocking. You can't pass through. Then they became very mean to the citizens who pushed them yesterday. Listen, Mr. Jerry, let me tell you something. I had 3 different people who walked to me and we sat down, we talked. They told me that they went out and got investors. And when those investors came, they met some of these people to explain to them, and you have 60 million to bring into the country for investment. And somebody telling you they want 40% of 60 million before they can let you to go through. How many persons are you going to employ in the country? Have you even done a complete feasibility study so that they business will go?
We call that one kickback.
Kickback.
Listen, German, if you are listening to us, let me make a brief. If you're listening to us, this is Blaze Talking Points, and from Blaze Communication Network. This is our media institution, Blaze Radio, Blaze Newspaper, Blaze TV, coming to you very soon as we speak. My man Sheku Kroma is in the studio in Monrovia, and I'm here in North Dakota. We are discussing the contemporary issue. The issue we are discussing now is the situation that happened at the inauguration. Was it necessary that Boakai wear a bulletproof vest? Why would they want to put a heavy bulletproof vest on the man who is not even able to walk by himself too much? People just made it. They just made it difficult for Boakai. What happened that day if God was not with us and Boakai collapsed and he was gone in the presence of international guests, other presidents sitting there, other dignitaries sitting there, and the president collapsed and we no longer see him as our president? What would have happened? It was going to be very embarrassing. So the mistake they made, I hope they will never repeat that mistake. We'll come back to the CDC. I want us to talk about it a little bit. But let's go to another thing that I wanted to talk about. Joseph Boakai Joseph Boakai will no longer will not be able to use the executive mansion office. How important is that? Does he really have to use the executive mansion office to run the country? By running the country from home, is it a symptom or the result of the incident that took place at the inauguration? Are now ministers going to be going to his house? Is that where he's going to be signing government? Even though president anywhere can function.
Is that what he said? Is that the information you got?
Well, that's the information we are getting very, very clearly now. The excuse will soon be coming out. They will be putting out an excuse that the president will not be able to use the office of the president at the executive mansion because they are trying to refurbish the executive mansion. That's what they will be saying later on, because the question is, George Weah was using this very this very executive mansion. Look, everything about Joseph Boakai presidency is just embarrassing. To be honest with you, everything about Joseph Boakai presidency is just embarrassing.
Yeah, I hear that one. Yeah. For me,
but you the man say he fell down. He had not gone to the mansion to see his office.
Say
he fell down. He had not gone to the mansion.
We have one Emmanuel Zaza on the program this morning. He said, he said, you see why President Boakai want to go to the mansion? Because he brought 5 white people from America. They built clinic at home. Every day they take care of it. Oh my God!
No, let's go back to our video. Let's go back to our video. All of you, those of you who have not seen it. Now, this is Joseph Boakai and his wife in the church on Sunday before the inauguration. Nicely dressed in a coat suit, and this time he didn't feel the heat because he was in a coat suit in the church. His wife is embarrassed that Joseph Boakai was sleeping, and then the people started clapping. He woke up, but to make sure that Joseph Boakai does not.
Our president now.
But no, I don't have a problem with the woman taking the gun from her mouth and giving it to him, and he put it in his mouth that his wife. They can kiss. So it's not strange to them. It's not strange. But the thing is, we gotta be careful in our country. The choices we make, Seku, we have to be careful in our country. Okay? The choices we make. We will see many more days of Katuma, or name is
Katumu.
We'll see many more days of Katumu taking gun from her mouth and giving it to her husband because he will always sleep. He's a sleeping general. He never disappoint anybody. We used to tell the people they make him sleep, even in the church while they are trying to pray for him. I don't even know whether you heard the prayer that day because the pastor was praying, he was sleeping.
Honestly, I'm very optimistic. I'm very optimistic that President Boakai will deliver something positive.
How? Where is optimism coming from? Where is it coming from?
With the experience he had over the last 40 years. Out of the 40 years, he has had 12 years experience as vice president of this republic. And being a vice president of this republic, President Boakai served as an apprentice. He knows exactly where they had mistakes with the driver pushing the gear, whether the brake is not functioning well, or the road for that car to pass on it. And he knows all those points with 12 years experience as vice president. Except where the age maybe may not allow they bring to function well. But when people ascend to this kind of position, the honest truth is sometimes God's guidance can be with them. Because don't forget to know you got a lot of Christians, Muslims, and other religious people who are praying on a daily basis for Liberia's president. Maybe God will intervene and things will be
Maybe
okay.
God will intervene. We live in the fate of the country in God's hand. Second, let me post something up here, and I want to ask your opinion on it. This is the first appointment of the president. If you look at this appointment on the screen, I think I can enlarge it for you. Let me enlarge it for you.
I'm seeing it very clear. Seeing it very clear. In fact, we discussed this particular letter.
This letter, the reason I brought a letter out, and a nomination coming from the president without a signature. Without a signature.
What was
now, this is how they are going to run this government. This is how they're going to run this government. I told people that people would just go and read a piece of paper and say, Papa, all right, we can publish it. This is how they are going to run this government. For God's sake, Joseph Boakai is all right. They say he's fine. Is it not possible that you just take this paper to him, let him just affix his signature, or what you guys got to do, say you think that the man, his hair will be too heavy to sign, go and do a stamp. If he signs, you put it on a stamp. Every time you want to publish something, you put a stamp on it, his signature is on it. How irresponsible can it be for the president to send out a press release, a statement? Nobody signed it. Who is putting this thing out? Who is putting this particular message out? We don't see any title. It said the Minister of Information Designate. It said the Vice President. It said the Chairman of the Transitional Committee. It said President Joseph Boakai. Who is putting this release out?
You just put it there for immediate release.
Yeah. Who is putting it out? This is how they're going to run our government. This is how they're going to behave. Some people will just go and do their own thing and attribute it to Joseph Boakai. Well, we don't have the ability now to go to Joseph Boakai and ask him, are you aware of this list? We don't have the ability.
And for you know, when I saw this list, I thought it was a joke. So I read the names because positions are key government positions.
Key government position. Boakai, Minister of Finance.
Yeah. Sylvester Grisby.
Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Oh, no. Look at it. Let's look at them carefully. You know, this is new wine in a very old bottle, or old bottle with a new wine. Okay? Sylvester Boyman Kamara, former minister, the last minister in Ellen Johnson Sirleaf government.
He's coming back.
Take over and bring the man back. Sylvester Grisby, Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs at the time. Now he brings the man as a Minister of State for Presidential Affairs proper. Samuel Kofi Woods, former Public Works Minister, former Labor Minister, he brings the man back as Security Advisor. Sam Gay, he was the Director of the SSEPS during early time. You bring the man back as the EPS. So Joseph Boakai simply does not have any new face coming.
Gregory Cuomo was the Inspector General at that time.
Yes. So he bring what is wrong? You see, so the same thing, the same people that ran Ellen government, and for any reason that we were not happy, for any reason that we believe that there were misstep, the same people Joseph Boakai brought. So all of these new people that came and joined the rescue train from the All Liberian Coalition, from the LMDR, from all of these political parties that joined the Unity Party, all of these conglomerates that came, is there no new person that can do this job? Do you have to bring back the same people and put them in positions just as they were there yesterday? I am really disappointed. I'm really
when I saw the names, I took it back. I said no. I thought the names were some of those names that people, you know, just put to Facebook. But I went on the Executive Mansion website and I saw these very names on the Executive Mansion website. That's how I actually believe that it was the president who appointed these people. But how can the president appoint these people on his green paper with the letterhead that not even quite complete, and that particular communication not signed by the president? Were they moving faster? Because we all knew that that particular day,
yes,
there should have been appointment to be done. That identical day. So were they rushing so that that particular day could not pass them for that particular appointment to be made?
Or did they have to
tell the people
did they have
that
to?
look, our president?
They didn't have to.
Or the president was not able to sign at that particular point? People need to stop this thing. They shouldn't make this country to be a country where people will be putting mouth on. I will share the video with you hopefully tomorrow. There was a guy, there's a guy in Nigeria, they call him Mock News, Panorama or something. That guy played phone all of our president today. It's on the YouTube. That's his work. He played phone all of our country. I don't have a problem with Joseph Norman Boakai became a president. I still have this confidence that as vice president for 12 years, if this potential health, he was a very strong man. Joseph Boakai would do better. If you go to 1971 when William Arrow Tubble took over, when William V.S. Tubman died, William Arrow Tubble was prepared to introduce democracy system, most especially when Gabriel Backup Nafidel pushed the agenda. You have almost one party system. But he did that because he was listening to the people and he decided to listen to them. We only had the true wing party. Later we have power that came in as a progressive movement and later became a political strength to even roll out the 1979 race riot in Monrovia. Joseph Boakai, with the experience he had as president right now, he would have put a lot of things, and I don't know, but I still hope that he will do something. But what they need to do is to be much more professional. You put more on people all through the time that they're not able to do it. You who got there, the paper is sitting and waiting for you. Try your best and prove to the paper you're able. You took 650,000. But you could not even plan the program. You can't buy good AC. You can't buy good fan. What's going on in the country?
$650,000. 90,000 of that amount goes to food, drinking, 3 luncheons, and only 5,000 went to security. Let me say something to people here. This country is not fun. I don't know why people are playing fun with this country.
You say how much went to security? You say how much went to security?
5,000. They gave 5,000 to security. They gave 90,000 to 3 luncheons to go and eat and drink. That's how pathetic that the perception of people. Now, that's the inauguration committee. That money was given by the George Weah administration to JMB inaugural committee so they can spend that money. Everything on that committee. Everything on our budget, most of it is about eating. Giving money for reasons that can easily be taken care of. The only 5,000 for them to put on security. So, but I want to say here that people must understand that if you tell me that George Weah is not the best president, and I agree with you and say, okay, I agree. So offer me something. You cannot offer me worse than George Weah. You cannot offer me anything worse than George Weah. The people say George Weah that mumu. George Weah, he's illiterate. George Weah is this. He's not able to do anything. He's been remote control. Tell me what excuse do you have to put out an official communication into the countries in the media without the signature of anybody. How responsible is that? How responsible? But let me share something with you. Let me share something with you for just a laughter. Just a laughter. Just a laughter. Just a laughter. I saw this and I want to play this for everybody. Oh my God! They begin so at the beginning, they're trying to help Joseph Boakai to put new battery, and the other new battery is strong. No, just a laptop, Jerry German. Hey, listen, if you are just joining us, we just starting this new thing here, the Blaze Talking Points. This is a new adventure. This is not Groove. And even our Facebook page, we don't have a lot of people there yet. We want you to join us every time and share the video. It is because with your participation that we can succeed. I know you look at us and we're not like Spoon yet. We don't have a lot of following yet. We don't like all our big institutions, but guess what? They started from the same way we started. And so we are persistent. We're going to make sure that we go on and speak to the issues. We are putting a panel together and also putting our county correspondents together. The moment we are able to get a county correspondents, we're going to bring you one.
For the matter of fact, hopefully by next week we'll start receiving correspondent reporting from various counties on this radio.
And I think we have some radio stations that will be joining us too. This is what Siku is working on right now. Some radio producers, radio owners, and station managers and other managers will be joining us on our panel, and we'll be discussing, and we'll be carrying on live. We are hoping that we get as many as the radio station we get. We are making negotiations, and very soon we will be able to get those people working. The county correspondent, I want you to talk about it again, so that people will know, those who are joining us today, so they can know what we're going to be doing.
Okay, so we're going to have correspondence in the 15 counties in Liberia. So the Blaze Talking Point is going to serve as a premier talking point in our country, where we discuss issues concerning life and everything that affects this nation. So our correspondent will be giving us information from the county every night. Why is they in the US? Other places they are evening there. We are here in the night, and they will be telling us from their counties what's happening there. And with all, after we've gotten all the information from them, then we decide to use one or two counties' issues as a talking point in the second half of our broadcast. Then finally, we bring on a guest to discuss on this platform. So if we got more guests, we lower the time for our correspondents. The least, or if we don't have much guests coming on the program, we dive into other issues. But trust me, it's going to be very informative. It's going to be very much educative, and it's also going to be highly entertaining. Yes, we want to bring out what we have in the counties. There are some of us who don't even know what happened in Bapolu on a daily basis. We don't know what happening in Grand Cape County. We have the nation's radio station. Before the nation radio, that's ELBC, before they can allow their correspondent to send any information, I'm not going to talk about them that they are doing bad. That's their work. But before they send any information, they will have to send that particular story, they edit it, whether it is not against government. It should be somehow promotional. For us, we're not going to subject them to give report that are going to satisfy either opposition or ruling establishment. No way. We are going to bring the information as it is because we are fighting to be very much balanced, credible, and you just name it. But that's what the owner of this institution is fighting hard to make things happen in our country. And trust me, we are coming on small right now. We got 8 views in the morning program. We are about, we are now getting 60, 75 in the next 2 months. Listen to what's going to happen in this country. From right here, we're going to have 15 radio stations in this country, 15 counties, joining our discussion to bring to spotlight issues that affect this nation and how we can work all together to build our country.
And to just add to Sekou, and for those of you who, and Amara Keita say, just ensure accurate information. Trust me, Mr. Keita, these are journalists dealing with information here. We are not going to manufacture anything. There's nothing specific that we have against Joseph Boakai. Let me just say this here. There's nothing specific against President Boakai. And he's not my enemy. He's not Sekou enemy. And when the panelists come here, we're going to show different. But we are definitely going to discuss the hard things that people cannot say easily. We will be able to say those things. Okay. And the issue, listen, Sekou, I want you to add my number there because we could be taking call. Add my number there is my WhatsApp number. If you have it, you can add it there so people can be able to make a call. If you want to make a call, to make a suggestion, and to speak to something that you want to speak to, you will be most welcome to do that. We're going to give you a chance to do that. We're going to let people exercise their rights to speak on the show. We're not going to start for any opinion. You can disagree with me openly. I'm used to being disagreed with. You can disagree with Sekou opinion openly, and with that makes the dynamics of the show. Look, we are serious. We're trying to make this thing a bigger thing. We're not even in competition with anybody. We are doing our job. We are going to do our job. This is something that we are going to do for a long time. As a matter of fact, by month after next, by March, I will be in Monrovia. I will be there probably for 1 month and a half, and I'm going to be on the ground to make sure that all of these things are put in place. If you have an issue and you want our reporter to be there, and I think we'll have those numbers that Sekou have over there, you can call one of them. Sekou, you call your number, they can call you. We have motorbikes on the ground that can drop our reporter there immediately to be able to video everything that you have. We're going to have more motorbikes next month. Beginning of next month, we're going to have 2 more motorbikes, and then we'll make sure we make all our reporter mobile. Okay, so if you have issues, call me, call Sekou, and say, hey, something is happening here. We'll send somebody there right away to make sure that we have these things covered. This is going to be big. It's starting little, but it's going to be big. We have our website. We're going to have a newspaper on by March. Hopefully, when I'm in Monrovia, we want to be launching the newspaper, hopefully. And we're going to have the radio station. We're going to have the TV station. This is something we are putting all our money into. So we want to make sure that we get the information to the people, okay? And we are making negotiations. So we want to say thank you even for joining us. And please share our video. Share our video. Let me see here. There's something I want to talk about here before we even call it a day. Before we even call it a day. The speaker has begun setting up the committees. He have begun setting up the committees. We also want to recognize that we have the rules and order committee. And on this committee, we have Melvin Cole. Melvin Cole is the chairman of that committee. We have Abu Kamara. I don't know Abu Kamara specifically, but those who know him, they say he's an intelligent guy. So Abu Kamara, what? Oh, okay. Abu Kamara is the co-chair for the rules.
Abu Kamara is a CDC lawmaker from, I think, Looking Town. Is that district number
15? Okay, that's good. I want to put this on the. I don't know if I can put this on the screen, so that you can have access to it too. And then, let me see if I think I can do that. Segu, you got to teach me how to navigate this thing, my man. This thing, I'm not lying to you, especially when you're on air already and you're supposed to do it. people waiting for you to do the thing there. You struggling with it, So guys, please forgive me, because they think we just trying so let me see if I can put this on the screen here, and then we all read it. You're laughing, my man. You did a small thing I are doing here. Oh man, for me to be able to for me to be able to navigate through the thing. It's not a small thing. Not a small deal. But let me share the thing on here and see if we can all read it together. Okay, I think it's on here. I think Shebu can see that. Hope you can read it from your end. So I'm going to read it from my end here. Our reporter, Agnes Star, wrote the story here. And the story says House Speaker Jay Fanatikofa has appointed some members of the statutory committees, highlighting the commitment of effective governance. The newly appointed committees, they see rules and order committee. Melvin Cole is the chairman. Abu Kamara is co-chairman. And we'll come to the foreign committee, the foreign affairs committee. Ta Wongbe is the foreign committee chair. And you know what? What happened here? They made Richard Nangbe Kun as co-chair to this committee. Is it not better that Richard Kun maybe Richard Kun is chairing the finance committee, but Ta Wongbe is from Nima County. He's an independent. He just won. He has tried several times, and this time he won. Tazi Nyambe is a young man, young progressive man, very intelligent guy. He and I talked before, and he is the chairman of this foreign committee. We also have the executive, the committee on executive. These are people who will be dealing with the executive mansion directly. The committee on executive. And honorable, I don't let it call it honorable. I just say Mr. Anyway.
Emmanuel Dan?
Yeah, Emmanuel Dan is the chairman on executive. And Samuel Innes. Samuel Innes is a district number, is it number 8? No, district number 10?
Number 6.
Number 6, district number 6, yeah. He's the district number 6 representative. So
why are people revving there?
Okay.
I know what the pastor the position.
You are Paul Revving there, right?
Honorable Revving. It's Samuel Innes.
Honorable Reverend Samuel Innes, right? Honorable Reverend Samuel Innes. But look, Samuel Innes is a very progressive. The guy is doing well in his district. I think he's building another clinic. So look, I don't know all the things he does, but he's a good guy. People told me he's a good guy. He's a man who has his focus on his head. And I will see somebody who will go against him and beat him. Maybe I'll go against him because I live in the same district with him. I don't know if I can do that.
That's why he was really like that, because I'm sure he's doing well.
Well, he's doing well in that district. I don't even know what I would even run, Sheku. Why am I talking about running business? I don't know if I'm even going to run. Yeah. Somebody say I'm going to go run in Grand Jeddah. I say, I'm big here. Who money they come and eat?
What I see is not just about eating money. What I see here, this whole running thing, like people don't calculate. Yeah, people don't really calculate.
Yeah.
For you, people like you, You are a change maker. You sit there, you make things happen.
Yeah.
You speak to issues, and people look at it. You speak the fact. When you become one of these people or those people, honestly speaking, are you going and say the beautiful ones are not yet born?
The beautiful
You will
ones
become
are.
like, yeah, the beautiful ones are not yet born.
Osego,
It means the righteous ones
you
are
move
not
your
yet born.
number, you name my number you put there. You will put my number, but
Yeah,
you can
I'm
put,
gonna bring. I'm gonna, yeah.
yeah, put your number there too, so they can
It
call you.
said the beautiful one. Oh, okay. No, they can even use this number and call me because I always have this phone with me. The number that rolling on the screen,
Oh
they
yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
use it to
Okay.
call me. I always have the phone.
Oh, okay. You have two scroll,
Yeah,
right? Okay, you got two scroll, no problem. So, guys, let me
yeah.
see. Those of you who want to call zero Liberia 0775 500 551 or 0888 513 481 and place your call. If you want to call me, call if you're in the US or somewhere, you want to call my WhatsApp number is 612 607 9281. You're going to be heard. If you have a suggestion of how we can improve, if you have any disagreement with something we said, if you have any issue you want to raise with the issues we have discussed, you are most welcome to place your call. Meanwhile, we are going to continue to talk about the issues that matter to the country. Well, we right now, I well, Sheku, I would like to. I'd like to leave it with you for a little bit. I want you. I want to hear from you. What? Uh, let me bring up an issue. Let me bring up an issue here that I wanted to flag. The minister of the no, not the minister. Is it the minister? The acting minister of foreign affairs. Somebody sent me this. I don't know whether this letter is legitimate, but I think it is. So I'm going to let me take it from the guy. Let me take it from the guy account and put it here. It reads thus, and I don't know what they have, what problem the guy has with this letter. This letter was written to Madam Ketter, okay? And this letter reads, I think I can put it on the screen. Why the guy have problem with the letter, I don't know, but I will hope that he calls in and tell us why he has problem with this letter. I'm still going to read that letter on here so everybody can see it. The letter reads, it says, I am pleased to inform you that His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, President of the Republic of Liberia, has approved of your appointment as Minister Counselor at the at the Consulate General of the Republic of Liberia in New York, United States of America, with immediate effect. Madam Ketter, your appointment is predicated upon the ongoing reform at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, coupled with your tested ability, integrity, and fervent desire to serve the interest of the country. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs expects that you will work closely and harmoniously with the ambassador and other officers at the embassy, deploying your best efforts in promoting the interests of the Republic of Liberia and its foreign policy objective. It is expected that you will justify the confidence reposed in you. Please accept my congratulations. And this is signed by Acting Minister Thelman E. Duncan Sawyer, Mistress. And the CC copy was sent to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Capitol Hill, and the Department of Foreign Affairs, the Department of Administration, Department of Legal Affairs. But the problem the guys seem to have is the timing of this letter. And he's saying that this letter, he's saying this letter was backdated July 27, 2023. So my problem I have is why would they back this letter? Because the government still had the right to appoint, and now Joseph Boakai is in charge. Joseph Boakai can remove anybody from there. So why backdate a letter according to the individual? Why backdate a letter when you can appoint them? Even one day for you to leave, you can appoint somebody, and Joseph Boakai can decide. Well, thank you very much, but no thanks. I'm going to remove this person. So I wish the guy would call and tell us what really the problem he has with this letter. Because I don't see any problem with it. Somebody was appointed July 7. Is it 27 or 7? July.
How did he know that? How did he know that the letter was being backdated?
Yeah, that's the point. I wish the guy is going to call. I don't have any idea why this letter should be a bad letter, but some people have different thinking.
No, apparently, I look at it in this way. He's surmising, or I surmise that he thinks this letter was written in January, or immediately after former President Weah accepted the result that President Boakai have won. So he didn't have any right to do any appointment. He should have left it with President Boakai. But how did he know that letter was being backdated? That is my own problem. Because the letter says July or June 27, 2023. When that letter was written.
Right.
If you look at that letter very carefully, that letter is a photocopy and it was being folded. So when they open it, they did a photocopy. You can still see the folding mark on that particular letter.
Yeah.
So how did he know that it was yesterday the letter was given? Is he working at the foreign ministry? Was he there when that letter was?
That's a good question, but you see, here is the thing: people have the mindset that when the government is leaving, and the government is not supposed to make any appointment, that kind of agreement can come from the incoming government and the outgoing government. Because when you are coming in, you need to engage the outgoing government and say, hey, look, because your time is over, in order so that we don't have to remove people that you are appointing, we want you to halt any appointment. And then when we get there, we will do the appointment. It left with the outgoing government to say they agree because they have the right. They are still running the government. They are still actually running the country. They can even appoint people to the last day that they are supposed to leave. They can appoint someone. It depends on the negotiation between the incoming government committee and the outgoing committee. So if you think that because maybe Joshua or the minister wrote this letter in January or one day to the expiration of the Joshua administration and backdated the letter to July so as to present it as if the person was appointed ever since. So if the person was even appointed ever since, how is it the tone of the letter seems like the person was appointed now and they are backdating. I just don't understand. I just don't understand that. But let me bring on one of our panelists. He's going to be our regular panelist. My own brother and friend, Anthony Gay is our regular. He's going to be our regular. Yeah. Anthony, welcome, my brother.
Thank you. Hey, Sekou, long time, man.
Oh, you know the man?
Yeah, I know the man.
How come everybody knows Sekou and nobody knows me?
The man are very popular man in Grange there.
I see. So, Anthony,
the man been on the air for a long time.
Anthony, before we go, we'd like to let ask you, because we discussed a lot of things, we'll bring it to your attention. But let's hear what's on your mind first. Even though you just come in, thank you for agreeing to be with us when you are not working. I think today you are working, right?
No, I'm not working today. But I was on the road, running some errands.
Okay, so yeah, So I hope you're not running
But,
because
but,
your car is
but
not
Anthony
moving.
coming,
My car is parked.
coming
My
in,
2 hands. My 2 hands.
We don't want you to.
Anthony
We don't want you to
coming
drive and
as
be talking before anything. We
I'm
lock
not
you.
driving my. You can see my 2 hands. The vehicle
Yes,
start
I can
moving.
see your two. I
Com-
can see that.
completely
All right.
parked.
Okay. All right. So what's on your
Anthony.
mind today? What's on your mind? What have you caught? What has caught your attention this week?
Sheku, you're trying to say something.
I want to know if Anthony is coming as a panelist from a political party, because I know Anthony is a very strong supporter of the ANC.
Listen, man, I'm a very objective person. Me coming on this platform, I'm not coming with no political heart. I'm coming as a Liberian. I'm coming as a concerned person who love his country and want the better for the country. If I see that does not take away my affiliation with my political party. Yes, I am a member of ANC. I was, to be on the ANC ticket for Grand Juliet County, the 2023 electoral cycle, but I withdrew my candidacy or my intention, so to speak, not because I didn't register, so I was
You
never a
know,
candidate.
the boys were going to eat your money. Those boys were planning for you.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, eating more money. Now what they do?
No, but they better eat a good chat. They can say Anthony is a smart politician. They can always say that. Yeah, but I don't know what you guys discussed, but you're asking me what is on my mind. Today
What tickled your mind this week?
today is day number 3 of the new administration. And what is happening right now in Liberia, with all the drama that happened during the inaugural ceremony. We can go past that now, even though it was an embarrassment, but we can go past that now. But what we can say right now is that we are seeing Ellen Johnson Sirleaf 3.0. 4 persons that were first named out of the 5 persons, all withheld the same positions in the Ellen era. The police IG, the what's the name? The Minister of Presidential Affairs, the Minister of Finance. I think he was the last Minister of Finance, lasted for 16 months, if I'm not mistaken. Wema Kamara.
Wema Kamara, yes.
Yeah. Even the gentleman from for EPS, I think he was with NSA, if I'm not mistaken. But
Miguel, I think he was at EPS. He was at
EPS, yeah, he was, yeah. So they all 4 of them, with the exception with Councillor Woods, who is giving the advisory role to the president, the security advisory role to the president. He was the only person that was not part of these guys. But the only difference with that is each one of them that are given the positions have experience in the role. However, what will be the deliverables now going forward will determine if the choices that were made for them to occupy this position were wise, right? For me, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. One good thing about the role is that putting the right people in the right position or giving people with the necessary qualification within a particular job. Everybody can have the same skills, right? We all on this platform, we all have specialties in area, right? And so that's what I look for. I look for people being put in the right position because it speaks a lot. Like, no offense to Professor Winston Tappet, but EPA is not an area of expertise. He's well educated, but EPA, the Environmental Protection Service, it was never his area of expertise. It's like giving Anthony Gay a mechanic job. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not. So that should be something that we should be very careful about. And I'm very also optimistic with the 55th legislature. Why? Why individual, especially when it comes to the Senate, we have individual now who will really ask the necessary question. We have the likes of Tomo Yaya Nimla. We have the likes of Amara Kone. We have the likes of Finlay. Those guys will ask questions to candidate nominees that will be brought before them, the necessary questions, right? You cannot just give a man a job because the man is your friend, because you're from the same political party, because you're from the same region, because you're from, you're from the same high school or college. The country will not advance in that perspective. The country will only advance if we have the right people in the right position. Even somebody can come with a PhD in the same area of expertise. They still need, to develop themselves. They still need to gel, so to speak, for lack of a better term. They still need to come out with ways how to get things done. The goal to every position is to yield results. Anything you do without a result, it's just a blunder. So the goal.
Anthony, let's look at this thing here. I have issue with the letter itself. The letter has no signature.
Yes, JMB didn't sign it, and that was not cool. They were taking the letter to how big is Moreau? Sometimes when our people don't do things, when you go to, you say, "Oh, you're over here, to criticize everything." Yopougon, Abidjan, one community called Yopougon is 3 times bigger than Monrovia.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's saying Yopougon get almost 10 communities within the Yopougon itself. But Monrovia is just a one-way place. You want to say, let's assume that we don't have the sophistication of technology, wherein this particular letter cannot be, shared, right? They don't have the shared document thing where they can print it out and have a signature. Drive to his house. Let his signature. I mean, this is the very first letter out of the administration.
Very first letter. But even you think they couldn't even make the stamp because people who cannot sign often, maybe the man hand heavy or it can be hurting or
when they made that stamp and that small stealing, the people will steal when they made that particular stamp.
No, they don't need that stamp. All they need, his original signature can be uploaded into the system. And every time they want to print anything that regards him, he does not have to be there. They only need his permission, and that signature can be on the file. But since this was the very first letter from his office, they should have been giving keen attention. Like I said to other people, it's like you planned a program, you didn't factor in there is things called portable AC units, right? The air conditioner, they get a portable one that you can put all around that area that you have outdoor service, outdoor event, and the heat was not gonna be, giving people a hard time like that. All the other guests you have, you never factor those things in. It's not expensive. You can Google this thing, is online. You have a smartphone. The smartphone can tell you the weather forecast a week in advance. You don't have to have a weather person, meteorologist to come out and report the weather news to you. Why you have smart gadgets that have access to the internet? What is the purpose of having it? To just make a phone call or be on Facebook or watching funny videos? So, I mean, I hope going forward, I like the police director pick. Like I said, we can only hope that this guy will perform in an area of expertise, seek help. When you are a leader, that does not mean all the decisions come from you. Be an open-minded leader. Have indoor meeting, closed door meeting, talk to your peers, and then make the final decision. You will succeed. Allow the people around you to have an input, even if you will not go with a suggestion. Give them the opportunity to suggest to you, and you pick the one that you choose. But many people leave with their iron fist. You go here, I come here. That kind of thing will never make you to succeed.
I want to share a video with you. We talk about this video, but I want to share with you. Let me see if I can have this video share with you.
But you even play the video, that's not like
This is Joseph Boakai in a church sleeping, and his wife, when the people started clapping, he woke up a little bit, and his wife decided that the only way he would not sleep in the church, she should give him a gum that she was chewing. If you look at the video, she's looking around to see if anybody is looking at her. She lifted her hand, put her hand in the mouth, took the gum, shoved it in the left hand of Joseph Boakai, see what he's going to do. he's going to pick up that gum from his left hand, put it in your mouth. Joseph Boakai put the gum in his mouth. Joseph Boakai put the gum in his mouth. So what do you think about this? Is there any issue at all?
Serious issue. Look, let me say this. She's now strange to the public, right? Her husband has been in government all through, and he's very proud of his wife. He's been together for a long time. She's been in the public sphere for a long time, and she ought to be aware now that we are living in a social media age, right? This government will be the most scrutinized government ever in the history of Liberia, because every person is a journalist on their own. They have a camera. They will record every moment. Now, there is something people don't understand. When you're in high profile office like her, the first lady, or at the time she was the president-elect wife when this happened. Now she's the first lady of Liberia. There are diplomatic protocols that you are taught how to conduct yourself. If I would take a toothpick and want to pick my mouth, I will go with my hand like this underneath here and pick my mouth. You understand? In the public, I will take this hand over my mouth, the toothpick underneath. Nobody sees nothing happening here. I won't go open my mouth. I won't do that. They teach you those things. They are taught. And Liberia is no exception. The foreign service, the diplomatic protocol, all those things are taught. How to smile, how not to smile too much.
Somebody argue.
So many different things.
Somebody sent me a text yesterday when I put a video on my page, and the guy said, he said, "Hey Gibson, I saw the video. I don't like it. However, I wanted to let you know that Boakai is married to his wife, and anything from his wife's mouth or anything from Boakai's mouth can go into his wife's mouth. This is
absolutely." So let me agree with him that is true. But when you come outside, when you're in the public, there is something called optics. Let me have that person. There is something called optics, and that optics, that image, is bad. It's poor. It's poor judgment. Is a show that you don't understand where you are and how you're doing it.
How can you be in the public? You are the focus of the program. You are the one for which everybody is there. You know the media glare is going to be on you. You go put your hand in your mouth, take the gum, shove it in the president's mouth hand for the president to put it in your mouth because you don't want him to sleep. And somebody say, "Oh, she got it right to put the thing in her ears."
When they're home, they can do whatever they want to do.
Whatever they want to do at home.
When they're home, they can do whatever. Once they walk out of the house, they're no longer themselves. They are owned by the public. That is the price you pay to seek a public office. Your life has no privacy when you are in the public.
I'm telling you 1 minute. If indeed you say the man get a right to take anything from the woman's mouth to eat it, why shouldn't we go in the church and go kissing and put a chicken in the mouth?
She knows. So yes, she had a conscience that people may look, right? But what she forgotten to know at the moment, was, even though I may not see who is recording, people were recording, and that's why she didn't see. All she was looking for a physical contact, right?
Yeah,
physical
eye contact. She was looking for physical.
That's what she was looking for. And when she looked around, in her mind that, oh, no one is looking, it's okay now, I can do it, right? But she was conscious enough to say, oh, let me look around first. The fact that she even thought about looking around shows that
you were wrong.
Correct.
The fact that she decided that let me see who's looking, it means she knew it was.
She knew it was not.
It was not supposed to be done.
That little girl that was sitting on that bench, that little girl made people notice because that small eyeball she kept giving.
So again.
Let me do that again.
Let me
make me laugh.
What a little guy. Oh, okay. Second, no, I didn't leg it back. Come on, leave the leg it.
Look at that girl. That girl kept look at her. The girl will look
Oh, yeah. I see that. Oh, I didn't pay attention to that.
Look at Joseph Boakai Abo. Look at Joseph Boakai. Let me bring it back. Look at Joseph Boakai Abo. Look.
No, but the woman know her husband.
Yeah. She know her husband. She know the husband is a sleeping giant. So,
But
look at the leg. The leg is looking. No, you are right. Sheku, you are right. The leg is looking and she'll never do that anywhere. She even understand the ethic of life.
And guess it, let me say this, right? The only thing that made that thing wrong is because the lady, the old man took that thing from her mouth. If she was going to take it from her pocket and get it on him, nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong, but she took it from her mouth.
She took it from her mouth. That's the part of it that make it bad. She could go in your coat pocket and take out, a man, a gum, or anything, and just give it to him.
Give it to the man.
Nothing wrong with that.
You take the gum from your mouth.
Yeah,
as a first lady, you want to have multiple chewing gum, carry one chewing gum in your pocket.
But Gibson, this
What's
video
to your boys or girls?
No, hold on. This video now kind of validated something we saw during the inauguration. You realize that JMB had no water, no napkin, handkerchief, or whatsoever right next to him.
Nothing.
So if that video is showing, he didn't even have, a mint or candy or gum closer to him. The wife also didn't have any of that.
For girls. See that kind of situation as a first lady, just signal to your girls and call them when they come and say, "Get me a gum."
Get me a gum or candy or something.
Get a gum, you put it in your husband's hand.
Yeah.
And you raise a very good point. We'll not let that point pass. It has to do with Joseph Boakai sitting down, no water with him, no handkerchief with him.
No handkerchief.
He had to rub his face. He rubbed his face with bare hands. Yeah. He rubbed his face.
That is bad.
How do
you can't blame JMB for that. You have to blame the people who are working with this man. You're not thinking. Your job is to think ahead.
The people said the other people were not doing things. That's what it said. Now, you who getting there to do the right thing, they were so much focusing on the rest of the other people to criticize them until they forgot to do their job and brought the country to complete public ridicule.
Do you know many people left that place, didn't go with a message? The speech is not bad. I had the whole speech in my possession. It's not bad. He took a bold step. Yeah, he took a bold step and talked about the establishment of war and economic crime code in there. He gave the history of Liberia, where we came from, where we are today, what led to all of that, so people can understand this is very serious. We cannot joke with Liberia any longer, right? Joseph Boakai is the senior or the chief editor of that speech, meaning when the speech was drafted, it was brought to him. So he concurred, he agreed on the length of the speech, the content of the speech, before he went up there. So for people to sit there and badge a speech writer and all of that, I disagree.
Yeah.
JMB allowed the speech.
They shouldn't bash the speech writer because the speech is long. There are 14 pages if you go to 12 points. If you put it in 12 points, it's 14 because I put it in
14 pages. But he will not read 12 points. He have reading 16 or 18.
You are reading 28 points. It begins 24 pages.
Yeah,
it begins
there you go.
Pages. So it's understood. It's okay. It's good for it to be enlarging. It's good to be enlarging. But that point you made, which makes sense to me. Look at it. Let me play that thing back. Let me play that part back where you raised the issue of handkerchief. Just watch the old man. Washing. He's trying to read. He's getting confused. It's too much for him. He can't see. He rubbed a hand on his face.
And even the security man even have enough here.
The man who came did not bring handkerchief as well. He didn't bring handkerchief. So
he didn't bring water. He didn't bring water. He didn't even give you water.
Right. No water. They didn't bring water. They didn't bring handkerchief. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Those special aids should be dismissed. Okay, the woman rub your hand on your face.
Even Joy, we are embarrassed.
Look at that. Look at that. Eh? Look at that. Look at. He confused. He can't help it. He rub your hand. Can anybody bring handkerchief for God's sake? Can anybody bring water right
We're
now?
going to take you to Gary handkerchief, a bottle of water right there.
Eh? Can anybody please try? Can anybody?
Why will you put the old man in that kind of position? Why will you do that to him? That's complete wickedness.
And these people are
Who was the
blaming
protocol?
writer. Very
Who was the
irresponsible, very irresponsible protocol people. They got the woman embarrassed. The men who go to the rescue.
They start making mistakes with the
The
president.
other two people he invited.
Who was the
They didn't carry handkerchief.
Everybody.
No handkerchief.
They finished.
No water.
No water.
No water.
No water. The woman sitting down there want to drink cold water. Nobody bring water.
No water. No water. No handkerchief. You see? So to me, I don't wait for things that get to make mockery of people. I look at the root cause. The root cause of things. They didn't prepare well, and they didn't have a backup plan. You have an incident and you don't know what to do. You're confused. Right. You don't have water. You don't even have a medical team. I didn't see a medical team going there.
They should have been the one that rushing there. In fact, they put the woman in the cycle. They know it already heated. Instead of them taking the woman away quietly, they put the woman in a cycle.
Then they took out a hat. They took out a hat for her hair, and no air coming to him. Are you kidding me?
No, man.
So let me get said this to these people, right? Some of all when we talk, they say, "Oh, you act like you know it all." The reason why we say some of these things is not because we know it all. We follow other country. Me, I like to speak of the United States. That Air Force One, that plane you see, is the warehouse in the air.
So Anthony is talking, and it looks like his video going on.
Somebody are calling me.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah. So let me say this: it's the warehouse in the air. Everything that the warehouse office has for the president is in that Air Force One. There's a whole medical team. Best medical doctors in the country on that team. All the specialties, not just one doctor, but specialized doctors in different areas. They're all on that plane. Everything that Joe Biden has to do from the warehouse, he can do it when he's 30,000 feet up in the air from that Air Force One. You know why? He has no excuse to say, "Oh, it's because I'm not in the warehouse. I can do this." America don't trust any other chef to cook for that president. The chef is on our plane. That vehicle in every country to go, that vehicle is on our plane. That's how prepared they are. They don't joke with our president.
This is the disgrace that these people brought to Joseph Boakai. They need to be taught a lesson. When you see the president is about to speak, a protocol officer will bring a bottle of water and set it down on the podium, take even paper towel or handkerchief and set it right by it.
Yeah, whether he drinks it or not, that's besides the point.
It's possible that the man will be speaking and his own spit will strangle him.
Yep.
It's possible that he will want to cough. So he take that handkerchief and put it to his mouth and cough. If he's being strangled, he can put a handkerchief to his mouth.
The people were not thinking about that. The people were never thinking about all they were thinking all they were thinking about how the president will finish and start appointing them immediately. They never thought to even carry handkerchief.
Look, we just saw an interview on OKFM with Ambassador on Greenfield, right? And she's also head of a delegation from the United Nations, from the United States to Liberia. Right. She was having an interview with Clarence Johnson and Randy Sear. She had to grab a glass of water to clear her throat.
Right.
You understand?
And she made some great point in there. She made some great point.
Yeah, I watched that interview. So you can't always assume. Look, there's a reason why every school you go to in America, when the professor is speaking, there's a bottle of water there. It's a bottle of water. That professor need water to clear it through. Now, when all in Africa, we get things that you will have to talk. No, as the people talk here, they drink, they sipping water, small, to get space. So again, they are the most experienced.
Right.
They cannot be making these kind of rookie mistakes. They kind of baby mistakes. They're not supposed to be doing it. The hell.
Oh wait, no, Anthony. What the guy who went to the rescue? What did he go do there? What was he going to rescue?
Well,
he went without anything.
The first option was so JMB came for.
You saw the Omen rubbing his face. He tried to see the letters. Apparently, his eyes are gone blind. He can't see.
No.
It's
now you people said something that something is getting to me. It's not apparently the eyes got blind. If the video I just saw, I think we're making some analysis now, and my eyes opening to something. JMB, the president, their hands like this. The sweat that came from here might likely enter the eyes.
Enter his eyes, yeah, and he couldn't see.
And he couldn't see the paper. And the sweat that coming has salt in it.
Salt in it, yeah.
Sweat enter the eyes, it will start burning. There was no handkerchief. So instead of the people going to rescue, they're now giving excuses. Rescue, don't give excuse. Go straight to the thing.
Sekou, I hope the United Party will not be measuring arm with the CTC. What I'm seeing now is like, oh, but in George where they are doing it, but any other person are doing it. No, you're supposed to be better.
But that's exactly what we're saying.
It's supposed to be better. Don't measure nothing.
Don't tell us Georgia was worse. You can't say Georgia was bad.
And CDC did the same thing. Oh, but Ellen did this. Ellen did this. If you do that, right, then you don't understand why you came into office to begin with, right? For me, I am not against people who work in Ellen government coming back to government. I am just saying, where is the change? If you're giving them the same position, why not? Then somebody can say, but the change is that JMB is a change. But JMB also working as a government. They say, oh, but JMB were not in that position. Okay. The only thing we need to see here is that way of doing things has to change. Change is not your face. Change is your mind. It's not your face because that body will not change. I will not, when I say Anthony get changed, it will not be, I will not become, 6'5" tomorrow. It's not going to happen. If that happen, I'll be excited anyway.
I think I know I was going to give you an award. If that won't happen, you get a special award for it.
I'm not going to be 6'5", right?
The only human being who can elongate after a certain time.
Yeah, man. So,
ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening to us, this is Blaze Talking Point, Blaze Radio, TV, newspaper. Watch out, we are coming up. The website is ready. And in fact, let me just show the website. Anthony, I've never seen the website yet. Let's show. Let's showcase our website for those who want to go to our website. Let me see if I can do this and go here. I'm still showing the Omen, but I don't want to show the Omen again. I want to go to the website. This is our website right here. If you go to the website, you got politics, you got politics here, courts and law enforcement. We have business section. We have entertainment and culture. We got sports. And we have our video portal coming very soon. It will be in a way that when we are live on this program, you can go to the website and watch it live. And also right up here where we say, place your ad here, the radio station that will be posted right here. If you want to listen to our audio, you go right there, click on it, and you start listening right away. You don't have to go anywhere. Also, if you click here on Blaze TV, you will see some of the videos that we have made in the past. If you miss anything, you can go there and watch the video. You see from 1 to 12. You can click and watch all the video that you have never seen in the past. If you have your article, you write your article, you send it to me. We will definitely put your article. If you have a letter you want to write to express yourself, We have a letter column here where we have we want you to put your letters. If you find, you see here, we have other people who wrote their letters, and so they are here. If you want to write a guest editorial, you are most welcome to write your guest editorial. As you can see, we have guest editorial here. And also you can get in touch with us just in case you have something. If you have something is happening right now, and you want us to send our reporter, we got motorbikes available, and you just come here, you write your name, you write your email, the subject matter, put the message, and click send. It's coming directly to me, and I will call Sheku and they will send the reporter. If you want to know about us, this is about us, but trust me, this website is still under construction. Even as it is still under construction, and we want you to continue to follow us. Very soon, we will be having the newspaper out. I'm going back to Morovia. I was just there 2 weeks ago. I'm going back to Morovia March 1st, and we are trying to see how we can get a newspaper up and running. The newspaper will be running aside with the radio station. Sheku is working hard. Myself, we are working very hard to make sure that the radio station is up. Other people has offered us opportunity to take over their radio station. We will see if we can do that. These are all financially capital intensive.
I know.
These are all capital intensive. So I didn't bring it. I just bought earpieces, tripod. I bought 10 tripod, 10 earpieces. I'm buying 10 iPhone Pro Max 12 for each of our reporters. We took along from some phones already. I don't like those phones. Our reporters are already using them. So we want to discard.
Yeah, Apple product is good for broadcast.
Yeah, Apple product is good.
We the Apple people then, man.
They got good capacity. They are fast and all, but I don't like the video. I don't like the picture. And
yeah,
so
Apple. Trust me, man. Apple.
Apple. But, so we are starting very slow, but trust me, this is not one day thing. This is every day.
I'm impressed with the website. You know, when it comes to website thing, I'm impressed with the website, and that is the difference. And in the cutting edge thing that I remember back then when you had Groove FM, you don't have to be on video, you don't have to be on Facebook. You can still listen to the show. Exactly. While you're doing your stuff, you put your earpiece in your ear, you're walking around, you're listening to the show. The audio is playing. You know, while we're on live. That's how it used to be, and I thought, you know,
that's what we're going to watch. Is that Anthony Finta before?
They got it.
Why they put in their eyeball shining like they on us?
Let me get the person say, I thought Anthony Finta too, because this topic is so finting.
But let me say this, right? This is one thing I like about the Gizzy show, because back then the Group FM comment section was the most interesting section. Good or bad comment. The only comment you used the front out at the the uncuffed one, the one that were insulting people, all of that. But I mean, because you gotta make your audience to be part of the show, right? Many show you go on, they will never read your comment. You will be there. They will not even. They will not even read your comment.
Here we definitely read.
So definitely, and that's the thing. Look, you can come here for me. I have a thick skin. I've been in the public space for a very long time. You have to be media trained. I'm not a trained journalist. Gibson is. I am not. I'm a blogger, and I always say that. Sheku is also a trained journalist. I am not. They will guide me if I'm exiting journalistic protocol here. But I can tell you for a fact that
But you're not here as a journalist, Chief. You are not here as a journalist.
That's what I said. I'm not a journalist. I gotta let them know I'm not. Right?
The other comments. Let me read a few comments here. We're gonna be reading your comments. It's part of our program here. And this one, Michael Jones is Michael Giroux is said, I'm watching from UN Drive in Monrovia. Benjamin Brooks is one of the guys that will be helping us with lots of stuff. He got a lot of ideas in radio station administration. We're going to give him some time to put stuff together. We got Bishop Joshua is watching it. This one is coming from Christian. He said he's watching as well. And this Facebook person said, even the kids are aware of our situation. I'm I got some comments on the side. Let me see if I can read. I'm gonna turn away from the screen, but I just have to read some of the comments from on the side. This one, Emmanuel, is it MAH? Abu Kamara is CDC, is from CDC district number 15. And Nora Khan is watching. Listen, we're gonna make sure, even if the comments are many, as we go along, as it used to be many before, we still used to read the comments and we continue to commit ourselves to that. We were supposed to be joined by my man Isaac Jackson Senior. He will be joining us, and we have other people who will be joining us sometime. We have Susan Bange joining us. We have other panelists that we've talked to. They will be joining, and the good thing is there will be radio managers in Monrovia in different places like Bikana, like Bentor, like Banga, like other places. Like my man Malaye is in Banga, and sometimes he will be forming part of this broadcasting. We have different people from the different places and 15 correspondents that will be reporting as we go along. We are still putting it together, and so when we're ready to go, we will blast. And so yeah, but we want to say we appreciate Anthony for coming on today. He's a busy man, but he told us he can be only free, I think, 3 days in a week. Is it 3 days in a week? Yeah. So
3 days.
Yeah, we make use of the 3 days, and as we go along, listen. Even if I don't come, Sheku, you and Anthony can start, and I can come and join you people later. You know how to start, so you don't have to wait for me. Yeah, you can start. I can come and join you. The other panelists can come and join you. I will put Anthony in the chat room, so Anthony will be able to have access to all the documents that we'll have here, all the stories that our reporters are bringing.
Yeah, we need to have an extra chat room for the panelists, because that is the staff's chat room. Anthony can be in the chat room there. We need to have.
They got everybody for the politics to wear.
This one, I don't know. This one it says Blaze Talk. I think this one is the where the panelists will be. They will need one more that will say Blaze Communication Network that will be for the staffers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we take all the staff inside Blaze Talk, and we bring our panelists in Blaze Talk there, where we will be discussing our issues, what we're going to be discussing on the radio, who we're going to be talking about. We're doing the research and things. When we can, we start firing right there.
Yeah.
Anthony,
Hey, my man,
No, we'll see. We'll see.
Kudos to you, Jedi. You know, we can get the people that taste it, run away from there. People got so glued to the Groove FM, and then life happens, things happen.
Anthony, the reason I left.
We are using Groove.
Let me tell you the secret why I left. I decided to change the Groove FM. Groove FM looked like a body, dancing, mellow, bluffy stuff. It looked like a news thing to me. Somebody told me, I don't know how there is a news read on Groove FM. No. Blaze Radio. When I said this is Blaze News, and then we are ready.
We gotta inform our people. We're gonna inform our people, because the reason why it is very important that we reach out to the people, because you see this election. We may all have our personal opinion to this election, but Liberians were more involved, more educated, more sophisticated in the decision making this time around than the last 3 elections or 2 elections. I will tell you that for a fact. The country is seriously divided, and we got to use this opportunity. The division should not lead to hate, right? The division should be only on political policies, not on personal hate, right? Because sometimes this is the trouble that is in America today. Politics is no longer on policy making or decisions, right? It's all about me versus them or them versus us kind of thing now, right? And it's getting ugly, very ugly in this country, you know. And so our country is too small. We don't need to go into that. And you can disagree with someone without insulting them. I know at first, when we first started going live and things, people used to say all kind of things. Some of the people then now, they inboxing me, some of them have sent me friend requests, we cool, right? Because some of us did not take it personal. For me, once I leave Facebook like that, I see you right down the street, I come and shake your hand. That's how it is. I don't take things personal, right? This thing here, we're not doing it, you know, to enlighten our people, to give our people the opportunity, you know, because guess what? Every country have a national TV station, with the exception of Liberia. Every country, with the exception of Liberia, we don't have a national TV station. We do not. When I say everybody say, why you always talk down on your country? I said, no, I'm not talking down. I'm telling people the reality.
I know they have LNTV. They have LNTV. Maybe it's not as effective, and I want to agree with you because when it's not effective and people are not subscribing to it, people don't understand whether it is exists or not, then it's not making the kind of impact. But LNTV is there. They got programs. They are on Satcom. It's just Satcom, right? It's on Satcom.
Yeah.
Or,
how many percent benefit?
But that's a sadness, right? You don't need to put the national TV on a pay per view program. It has to be airwave, right? You get a regular TV, you get all the program on the TV, and pick up that channel like that. That's it. You don't need. It should not be pay per view. Right now, it's pay per view.
You need to try if the TV station comes on right away. Well, you have the TV in the studio there. I don't know if they got it turned out to be able to track LNTV. You can try that and see what is there. So we make sure that, you know.
But if LNTV is being broadcast on Satcom, you will not catch it.
No, LNTV, what it did, they had once you put the wire up right now, you will catch the TV on the television. That's one.
Okay.
They also put it on Satcom. That's
okay. Oh, so they have two ways that you can access it.
And they put it on free to air. So
it's on free to air too?
Yeah. You can be in Ghana, you can be in Nigeria, you can be anywhere in the world. Once you have free to air, you can capture LNTV. But what they did, they don't have the equipment in Liberia for the free to air. So they were
I'm gonna ask.
able to buy a channel in Ghana. So they are
for the free to air.
Yeah. Their broadcast go to Ghana before Ghana can be able to release it out.
So Sekou, this has always been my point of contention with people doing things the backwards way, right?
Yeah.
Your goal is to yield result, right? That is your ultimate goal. Anything you want to do, the end result or the end game of that particular thing is it yielding result. If it's not yielding result, don't waste your time. The reason why we are on here tonight, we have a target. That target is the Liberian people, reaching them, giving them the information they deserve.
And Anthony, they're paying good money to Ghana.
I know. That's the reason why. That's why it's paining me, because guess what? You owe it to your audience. Like, for example, LEC. LEC supposed to be a huge revenue generating arm of the government of Liberia. Right now, LEC is a liability to Liberia. We were told recently that LEC had 200,000 subscribers or customers. Let me say it this way so ordinary folks will understand that, right? If you have 200,000 customers, let's take it the cheapest rate across the board. Each customer pay $50 US across the board. At the end of the month, guess what? That's 12 million US dollars. That $12 million multiplied by 12, that's 148 million.
You get water, drink before you fall down and feed in a cow.
148 million. Yeah, climb on through now, right? Okay. So the 148 million. Imagine an additional 148 million being added to the already $500 million we have for national budget. Then LEC can expand its reach, can bring in more meters, bring in more poor, reach people so that way the power tap will be reduced. But if one person in the community that have power, everybody will tap into that line.
That's correct.
Why should Liberian government subsidize LEC?
And people are not feeling it. People are not feeling it apparently too much in Montserrat. Even though, yes, there are so many houses in Montserrat that are not connected to the grid. But if you go in the southeast, my brother, there you get to know that LEC is really wasting and they are not making money. Do you care to know how many houses in the southeast? Go to Zwejo, you got a few houses in Zwejo that are connected to the grid. As big as Zwejo is, go to other parts of the places. I went to Grand Cape Mount a few days, Anthony. Every village that particular pole passed through, they have mini transformer that feeding that village with electricity. I was shocked.
Yep.
What happened to this side? So many houses, no connection. Like
because
5 million person according to the just ended census. So even if you have 2 million of this number that's subscribing from LEC, do you get to know how?
They will surpass the national budget. We'll be talking about billions of dollars.
You are right.
So for me, my background for what I do, right? All LEC need is to go to the central bank and take a loan and bring electricity to people's houses, right? The reason why in America, when you want internet service, you want TV service, Comcast, AT&T, Verizon, all the company, they can bring you the service is because back in the days, right? AT&T ran all the lines. Then cast cable or charter cable on your side. That charter cable in there, right? They lease the line and run the line to the customer house, right? The service is already there. All the customer need to do is to subscribe and they bring the service to your house. So you don't have to tap into another person's house for the line to come to your house. That service line is already ran. For us, the beauty that has happened for Liberia, we have 5 substations built by the West African Power Pool. One in Grand Jide, one in Nima, one in Grand Bassa, one in Bomi, I think one in Montserrat, right? These substations are strategically placed for a reason. That LEC power in go because all the hydro ain't got enough water. All I want to put it behind. We have a direct, and one thing people don't know, in the entire West Africa, the only country that don't struggle for power, that power don't go off, is the Ivory Coast. Nigeria, Senegal, Ghana, Benin, Togo, they all have power issues.
Ivory Coast is a very strong electricity
Ivory Coast
company
that understand electricity, that understand water, that understand telecommunication. Their system is super.
Okay, let's do the bridge here, guys. I think we are 2 hours and 6 minutes. Yesterday we only stayed for 1 hour, and today I guess we're gonna do 2 hours. So tomorrow we'll do 3 hours.
Somebody says Spoon discussing false credentials. Spoon.
I don't want to comment on that because
I hope that not Isaac
Nabo
credential.
PhD, yeah, maybe the answer you have a PhD, but that's supposed to discuss people's credential. I'm begging you, man.
we discussing false credentials.
Now you did discuss about credential. I'm begging you, man.
I reserve comment on that one. Like I said, Anthony, you said the days are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
I will let you know because my schedule fluctuates, right?
Okay.
Every other week it changes. Every other week it changes.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put you in that chat room and then we'll put a link there. So anytime you come on, like we'll usually do it, and even as phone, you can just click on it, you get in, we'll let you in. Shegu, if I'm not even there, you can go ahead and start. When I come, I will join you. And other panelists will join you as well. I'll let them know. So, guys, let's do our final statement. our final comment, and then tomorrow we're going. Yesterday was 3. The first day was 1 hour. Today is 2 hours, and then we'll hit our 3 hours. We're not coming down. We're not coming down. The mortgage going through the ladder and not coming down.
So are we going to be? Is the show going to be 5 days a week or 7 days a week? What's it going to be?
7 days a week.
Oh, okay. And if that's 7 days a week, I think I may have more than 3 days anyway. But I don't know yet.
7 days a week. We'll do 7 days a week, and then I'm working on the radio station right now, the international radio station, the online radio station. Very soon, it will be on the website. It will be on the Facebook page.
I love that online radio station. You don't have to have internet service going on. You get
man. It is very, very good. You can listen to it.
I have to be at work. Just listen, my man.
Yeah. It was good. It was having more audience than even the TV.
Yeah, I used to be at work and be listening to that thing in my ear, man. I get
all right, Anthony, let me take your parting comments, and then I will do mine and leave Sekou.
Yeah, first and foremost, the platform is super. Kudos to you and Sekou. Thank you for doing this. The audio is awesome. I mean, the appearance on the screen, it's just crystal. Everything is in line. I'm not surprised. You have a technical background.
Right.
So, this is awesome. Thanks for the work. We want to take it from here, and thanks for the opportunity you afforded me to come on here and share my thoughts.
Thank you very much. That's the voice of Anthony, fearless. He wanted to be senator, but he backed out because they wanted to eat him.
It's not too late, but I stay young.
You got a lot of years ahead of you. They can't give my money. I'm not going there to contest. Somebody can talk about can't go wrong.
I say, somewhere all the young people just say also now on you.
No, the man writing me, the man sending me message, what are you kind of contest? I said, be.
But I'm bleeding. Gebsy, you were bleeding. There's no hustle there.
Yeah, I know.
No job, no opportunity, nothing. The talent in our country and our lawmakers are not thinking.
Anthony, go. Let's come out tomorrow. You get it now.
The man started new topic.
I see you, man.
All right, Anthony, thank you very much. The man, Anthony will not. He wants to start new topic. But hey, look, Sekou, we are on a good trajectory. I can promise that. I know we're starting our views that we used to have before. The people are going to different people. Some people don't like us anymore. They will not come. Other people like us. They will come. But as we go along and begin to be responsible, balanced, ethical, with facts and not lying on people and not making fool of other people, people will really begin to turn to this platform. And all we need to do is to be factual and truthful. We don't need to lie on anybody. We don't need to make anybody to be a caricature of them anyway. And people will know that we are presenting the facts. And that's how journalists survive. Because if a journalist, you start to lie, you die a natural death. They will not get time for you. They will not care about you because they know you are a liar. On this platform, we will not lie. We will respect our audience. We will read our audience comments. We will take call another time. But say thank you very much, Sekou, and I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, folks. That's all the time we have to be with you tonight. My name is Sekou Koroma. Blaze Point. Gibson Jeru, all the way there in the United States of America. My name is Sekou Lansana Shapewa Koroma right here. We are hoping that hopefully before next week, we will have 3 to 4 radio stations joining on this platform so that we will be heard across Liberia. We are working hard to make sure that this is going to be one of the biggest national platforms to discuss issues that bring development in our country and spot out ills in society so that our country will move on the right trajectory. Many thanks to Gibson Jeru, who is the mastermind, the brain behind this wonderful media institution establishment, with all of his support financially that he's pumping in. Once again, we'll be here tomorrow morning with the TMT, with other stations and other hosts. You just listen to Gibson Gerald. He has already talked to panelists. So beginning tomorrow, you just saw what happened. Anthony joined us. Beginning tomorrow again, we will continue to have new panelists joining the broadcast, and we will have oppositions. The CDC is the opposition right now in other political party, but they are the main opposition political party. We're going to have someone from the ruling establishment, and they also will be on this particular platform so that we can discuss issues. We need to be balanced, we need to be credible, and we have to provide the hard truth to people. Sometimes people will say, we don't like you guys, but we'll try as much as we can to provide you the hard truth. It can hurt, but we will do it. Let's leave it like this with 14 minutes after 11 o'clock. Once again, the name is Sheku Koroma, and we say thank you very much. Bye-bye. We're out.